all makes sense. Fisk becomes the kingpin by eliminating all his rivals with his anti-crime task force, and the public thanks him for it. He writes a few big checks and everyone looks the other way. But it's not just the task force. I've been taking his enemies down too. And the one who's been pointing me toward them is Craven. I can't let him get away with this. I need to know more, inside information on Fisk. And I've got an old friend who can get it. Harry's more likely to talk to his old pal Peter Parker than some nut in a costume.
Wow.
Harry, I'm sorry. What is it?
It's genetic. Very rare. Degenerative. My father extended his life by spending a fortune while he looked for a cure. I don't have that kind of time.
There's gotta be some hope.
Gene therapy. That's what all my dad's research was about.
Is that why Norman started the cross-species experiments?
Yeah. He thought he could give himself the resistance some animals have to conditions like this. But the closest he ever got was the work he did on spiders with your father.
But Dad disappeared, and his work went with him.
Listen, Pete. Take it from a guy who knows. I caught up with Peter Parker. We used to be pretty good friends when we were kids.
Poor Harry. I want to help him, but without the proper testing, my blood could actually make things worse. I'm always awesome. Sometimes I'm extra awesome.
As if I didn't have enough problems. Now I have to worry about Oscorp being stolen out from under me. Donald Mencken's supposed to work for me. And for now, he's doing what I say. But it's obvious he'd like to run the place. Then there's Wilson Fisk. He keeps...
Buckle up! Fasten your seatbelts! If my blood could cure Harry, I'd give it to him in a heartbeat. But it'll take time and lots of research to find out. And he's in no mood to wait. wake you up? I've put this off long enough. Gotta catch up to Harry and talk to him.
You came. Thank you. I'll pay whatever you want.
Mr. Osborn, wait. I've checked with scientists familiar with gene therapy, and I can't give you my blood. It's too dangerous.
Dangerous? I'll die without it.
Not right away. There's still time for more research. Every other cross-species Harry is really at the end of his rope. I should have noticed a long time ago, but I was busy being played for a fool by Kraven. I can't believe I fell for his act. Why would he teach me his hunting techniques if he was going to betray me? I guess that's one of the things I'll have to ask him.
Is Spider-Man just some kind of publicity stunt?
Kraven! Looks empty. But maybe I can still find some answers. I should take a closer look at this room. Gotta scan this room every way I can. I'm gonna go over this room with a fine... comb. Gotta scan this room every way I can. It's all for me. He was gonna kill me and stuff me like a trophy. All this time he's been studying me, testing me, figuring out my strengths, and how to beat them.
How best set and run.
You're a fake! A coward! This is your idea of a fair hunt?
Oh no. It's only the prelude.
So you used me to take out the Kingpin's rivals. What about Cassidy? I noticed you jumped in to stop him talking to me.
Cassidy was useful for a time. He saw fear and mistrust, but he is little more than a beast. It was inevitable he would have to be removed. Always one step behind.
He's in the trees. Fight him before he springs a trap.
There is no escape.
You wanted me to watch Cassidy kill that kid. Why? So I'd kill him? So I'd feel guilty? Just because you're a sick freak?
It was a test to see how strong you could be. Could stomach the spilling of blood. I admit, you disappointed me. Come get me, boy.
I'm still waiting for an explanation for your mustache.
Impossible. I studied you. You are not capable of this kind of fury. You lack a killer instinct. You grasp at shadows.
I get as angry as you do. I want to hurt my enemies just as much. The difference is, I know it's wrong.
I made you fight ghosts. Come get me, boy.
Hard to spot him in those trees, but I have to try.
I can smell your fear. You lack and you are outnumbered by one man. To the death.
No! That's your way. On my watch, no one dies. I don't just win, I do it in style.
I beg you, kill me. Give me death over defeat.
You're saying death isn't defeat? You planning on coming back as a craven zombie or something? Anyway, I won. That means I call the shots.
What are your terms?
You're a few episodes short of a season, Craven, but you've always had your own loony code of honor. So you're gonna tell me how to get to the Kingpin. The truth. Everything you know.
Very well. You have won that right. Ask, and I shall answer.
I ran into someone who says Kingpin gets test subjects at Ravencroft. How?
The institution has lost all government funding. It now relies upon private donors, of which Fisk is the largest, now that Norman Osborn is dead.
And they just let him experiment on inmates like some kind of Dr. Chubbenstein?
They encourage it. They view the inmates as hopelessly damaged, useful only as test subjects.
I know you. You're always checking out your surroundings. You notice everything.
Yes, it's true. I met with Fisk in his building, where I took note of the locations of his cameras, weapons, and accessible points of entry. He has a Telec 4566 security system, and I know the passwords.
Well, you get a gold star. Draw me a map, and don't leave anything out.
The information I have given you will get you inside the building, but you must still face Fisk himself.
I'll distract him with cupcakes.
This is why you will lose. You underestimate him. He has fought for his life since he was a boy. If you show even a moment's weakness, he will see it and kill you.
The old killer instinct, huh? A lot of good it did you. I'm not sure if the cops can pin anything on you.
All units. We're getting alarms from the Ravencroft Institute. Can anyone respond? Over.
Dispatch, we got our hands full with the Blackout and Oscorp. Cannot respond. Repeat, cannot respond.
I better get over there now. I love this part!
There's a riot at Ravencroft. We don't have the manpower to...
This is a nightmare. How'd it get so bad? Both the staff and the non-violent inmates are in a bad spot. I've got to get those people out.
I have eyes on target.
Oh, come on, don't... Try? I can try to... Not... This time, pal. Here's one for the... Real...
I'm gonna beat you senseless, and it'll be perfectly legal.
I've got to evacuate anyone who's not involved in the riot. They say everyone's the hero of his own story. But come on, I'm the hero of this one. I'm getting too far away from the action. You're not on the outside. To evacuate anyone who's not involved in the riot. Gotta get back to the action. It got so bad, so fast. Glad to help. Now get as far away from here as you can. I've got to evacuate anyone who's not involved in the riot. Less nervous if you picture me naked. You know what? That's weird. Don't do that. I've got to evacuate anyone who's not involved in the riot. riot.
I can fly rings around you, punk.
Stick around a while! Okay, they can't all run. Admit it, even you're impressed. Just what I always wanted. Bionic webbing makes everything better. It's like a disaster movie, but just for you. I've got to evacuate anyone who's not involved in the riot. Honestly, that's an improvement you were wearing. Now isn't that more attractive?
I like hurting people. Let me show you.
Quit fighting like that. I'm supposed to be the funny one. To evacuate anyone who's not involved in the riot. There's the seismic blast. You can call it lights out.
No more fancy stuff.
Oh, seismic blast. Is there anything you can't make? Come on, you're not taking...
You're not ready. You're snatchers.
I've got to evacuate anyone who's not involved in the riot. Seismic blast has a way of bringing people together. On the floor.
What's that?
I'm trapped in here! Spider-Man, you rock.
Don't thank me yet. You need to get to safety. To evacuate anyone who's not involved in the riot.
Dispatch, man moving.
Webs. What all the stylish bad guys are wearing this season. I still get butterflies when I fight the bad guys. Except for you.
Rain hell down on you! Gotcha! Death from above!
Anyone else see that?
riot. And the judges give Spidey a perfect score! Okay, the judges are just in my head, but still. Attention, but I'm really busy. Gotta evacuate anyone who's not involved in the riot. I call this the seismic blast. You can call it lights out.
Please! Get this off me!
Thank you. I was so scared.
Head for the bridge. The police will get you out.
Spider-Man, help me!
You know what? Come on, this is a joke, right? Am I on TV? Hey, you'll be less nervous if you picture me naked. You know what? That's weird. Don't do that. Boom, shakalaka. Ooh, so close, yet so far.
Spider-Man, help!
I still get butterflies when I fight the bad guys. Except for you. Let's see this again in slow motion. Supposed to be the funny one. You're gonna love this. Well, I will. On to you. Here's one for the highlight reel. Mencken, right? You work for Oscorp. How do I stop Cassidy?
I'm not sure you can. You'd have to overwhelm the symbiote we injected him with. Stop it from functioning. Inflict too much damage for it to handle. Perhaps with fire, or intense vibrations. It's all theoretical. We plan further studies, but...
More? Cassidy's a loony psycho killer. When did he turn into a social butterfly?
He had an abusive father, absent mother. He was always jealous of other kids with loving, stable families.
So he's trying to create one?
Yes. Out of the most dangerous inmates at Ravencroft. He wants to build a family in his image.
What did this nutball cocktail of yours do to him?
I don't fully understand it. But like everything else, the goal was to cure the Osborns. In this case, by creating organic, intelligent life forms, nanites, that rely on the body's survival for their own. Now listen to me. Any disease, any damage, they can recognize and heal, as well as protect and defend the host.
I'll get you outside, which is more...
Okay, I'm fine from here. My car's outside.
Get to a hospital. Tell the police everything. Or after I'm done with Cassidy, I'll come looking for you. Heavy-duty security. Wonder what they had here. I get the feeling something seriously wrong was going on here. That water's got a live current in it. Gotta stay on high ground. It's like a disaster movie, but just for you.
Target acquired. Open fire. Anyone else hear that?
Oh, seismic blast. Is there anything you can't make better?
Who's there? Anyone else hear that? Target acquired. Open fire. Who's there?
Heavy-duty security. Wonder what they had here. I get the feeling something seriously wrong is going on here.
Target acquired. Open fire.
Nothing a little ionic webbing can't fix. was fun. Let's do it again.
What's that?
This doesn't mean you're a bad person. Well, actually it does. That water's got a live current. Stay on high ground.
Dispatch, I possible. You're just a skinny kid. You're going down hard now.
Dispatch, any friendlies in my
Target acquired. Open fire.
Honestly, that's an improvement on what you were wearing.
Anyone else hear that? Got the spider. Possible man down. Here he is!
Target acquired. The spider! Form on me!
Target acquired. Open fire. Got the spider.
Got it! Target acquired.
Dispatch, any friendlies in my area?
Here he is!
Hey! That webbing really brings out your eyes.
Anyone else hear that? Target acquired. Open fire.
Dispatch, I am hospital. Momentum.
What's that?
Electrical equipment, burn marks. I bet this is where they held Max Dillon. They always look so surprised. Sit back, relax, and enjoy being unconscious. Any friendlies in my area? They say everyone's the hero of his own story. But come on, I'm the hero of this one. Okay, this wasn't a fair fight. But hey, you started it. I get the feeling there's something behind that wreckage. Gotta stay out of that water. or I'm gonna get one heck of a jolt. The side of the glass has a way of bringing together, on the floor. The Venom Project. Huh, great. Why is it never the Puppy Project or the Chocolate Project? Gotta stop Cassidy before he makes things even worse.
You're trapped in my web, little spider. Don't fear the darkness. Let it in. Then you'll be like me. I've become my true self, Spider-Man. You can too.
What on earth is that? Actually, it doesn't look like anything from Earth. I've never seen anything so horrible in my life. That is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
That friend is hungry. It wants a nice fat spider to munch on. You rejected my gift, but I have another one for you. Death. All the voices in my head agree. You have to die.
Can't turn my back on people in need. Cassidy! That's as far as you go. One of you is already too many.
I'm not Cletus Cassidy. Not anymore. I'm my true self now. I'm Carnage!
Come on, you're not taking this seriously!
Poor little spider. You're just not ready to see the truth, are you?
I didn't web up your mouth because I don't want you to suffocate, but you're starting to talk me out of it.
See, you think you're joking. But I know what you won't admit to yourself. When I killed those criminals, you were happy. You were grateful to me, weren't you?
No,
It's not too late to understand. I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
What makes you think I'm anything like you?
You wanted to do what I did. End those criminals forever.
That's true. I didn't want to admit it, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't feel that way.
I knew it.
But that's human. Anger, wanting revenge. It's not wrong to feel emotions like that. It's wrong to act on them. You say you're searching for answers in death, but what were you trying to do when I stopped you? Make others like you? A family?
So we can spread the message, the truth, that chaos and death are the only—
Wrong. You're trying to create a family because you never had one. You weren't looking for death, Cletus. You wanted the life you never had. Now who's not seeing the truth?
Here's the real difference between us, Spider-Man. I'm at peace with who I am.
You shouldn't be.
And you should? Then why aren't you?
Sorry, Cletus. I just figured out talking to a psycho killer isn't gonna give me the answers I'm after.
I know what will. Death.
This isn't personal, I just think you're a jerk. Okay, maybe it is.
You're the one who needs fixing, Spider. Finally, perfect. What I was always meant to be. It's just
You know what you should do differently? Everything.
Spider-Man, embrace it.
To humiliate you less.
First punch. Is that the last one?
I call this the seismic blast. You can call it lights out. Seismic blast. Is there anything better? Stick around a while. Okay, they can't all be winners. Seismic blast has a way of bringing people together. On the floor.
Chaos is the only thing that's real. Chaos and death. And I've got my vent. We'll spread word. We'll wake everyone up.
I wish you wouldn't. After the week I'm having, I could really use a nice long nap. I'd prefer to give you individual attention, but I'm really busy. I still get butterflies when I fight the bad guys. Except for you. Good thing my costume protects me. Not enough. Need to stand there. Nervous if you picture me naked. You know what? That's weird. Don't do that.
We both bleed red, but you'll bleed more.
Breakdance fight instead! Huh, you should see me do the worm. Hey!
Why are you fighting me? We're so alike. Practically already. Admit it. What I did wrong. This is what you want to do. I can help you get there. Be free.
You're wrong. I'm nothing like you. The whole reason I do this is to stop people like you.
You become more like me every second. Just let me die.
That's not the answer, Cletus. None of us are gonna find any answers here.
What's the matter, Peter? You look like you lost your last friend. Hey, but I know for a fact you've still got at least one.
It's Uncle Ben. I miss him so much. I just feel lost without him. He raised me. I loved him. And he died because he was looking for me. I'm not sure how to live with that.
Let me ask you something, Pilgrim. Your Uncle Ben, he was one of the best people I ever knew. Everyone loved him. He had an amazing life, right? So, why do you want to make it all about how it ended? What counts isn't how he died, Peter. What matters is really the way he...
Oh, you can rely on me, Mr. Mayor. I consider it my honor to provide any help I can. What happened to young Osborn is tragic, but never fear. I'll continue to finance the task force myself. And, at the risk of seeming overconfident, I promise you, with the criminal organizations that plagued our city crushed, the crime rate will go down to a manageable level. Yeah, goodbye. There you are. Come in, my friend. Come in. I couldn't have done this without you. Chameleon.
What happened? begins now.
Now, the real work begins.